Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Kobe Bentley, and I'm the Humanitarian and Development Director here at the British Embassy. And we're holding this press conference today to talk to you about the girl takeover because of International Day of the Girl. So myself, in my role as Humanitarian and Development Director, and Beth Cadman, as Chargée d'Affaires and Acting Ambassador, we were taken over today, which meant that these young ladies and one other, who unfortunately is not with us now, got to see what it was like to do our jobs for the day. So it was absolutely a pleasure for Beth and myself to host Delphine and Manuela Nyalong and Rutha today as part of our Girl Takeover event. And as I said, this was to mark the International Day of the Girl, and it was organised in collaboration with Plan International. So here in the UK Embassy, we know that life for women and girls in South Sudan can be really hard. But we also know that women and girls have a really significant role to play in the development of South Sudan. And for that reason, advocating for the rights of women and girls is at the heart of all of the work that we do here at the British Embassy. Since South Sudan's independence in 2011, the UK has supported women and girls through investments in life-saving humanitarian assistance, girls' education, maternal health, and inclusive peace-building efforts. The UK, together with our donor partners, are really proud to have supported more than 1.2 million girls to access education through cash transfers. As the UK Embassy, we continue to advocate for women and girls to be less exposed to violence and abuse, to increase their agency and participation, to strengthen their resilience to shocks, and to improve their access to services, support, and protection. But really, girls are the experts on their own lives, and engaging them on decisions that affect them, their families, and their communities can help us to develop better, more thoughtful policy, programming, and service provision. And so that's one of the reasons we were really excited to take part again in Plan International's Girl Takeover. So today, Delphine, Emanuela, Nyalong, and Rutha have engaged with embassy leadership. They have led a meeting with local diplomats, and they have led a meeting with the UN World Food Programme country representative to see what our lives are like, but also to offer their thoughts and insights into the work that we do. We've truly valued the opportunity to hear directly from girls here in South Sudan, to learn from them, and to understand their challenges and needs. And with that, I'm going to now pass over to Delphine, Emanuela, Nyalong, and unfortunately not Rutha, but the three who are here with us this afternoon to provide an introduction on themselves and then to answer some questions.
Hi, my name is Emanuela Jabe Satimon Thomas, the ambassador of today, the new ambassador of UK. So today I have a lot of meetings with different organizations following up how they are doing with the founding that we have been founding them and so on. So thank you.
My name is Alanya Daphne Catherine, and I happen to be the ambassador of the UK Embassy, and I also managed to be the humanitarian development team. And as being the ambassador of today, it has been such a great thing in my life. I had never dreamt of such an opportunity, but I'm so grateful that at least I had a chance to be the ambassador in South Sudan for once, and I know that in some years to come, I'll also be able to be the next ambassador in South Sudan in the UK. Thanks.
Hi, hello. I'm by the name Nyalong Kwalchuang. I'm new ambassador today in this UK ambassador. But in my experience, next year I will be ambassador in UK.
Actually, being an ambassador, it is really nice. I have experienced a lot of things today. I never imagined that one day I'll be in these positions and to come and chat with people, meeting new people, getting a lot of experience and so on. So the message that I would like to give to the people out there, especially the stakeholders, is that to the Ministry of Education, I would like to tell them that they have to put a lot of effort and they have to consider the complaints, the community complaints that are coming through their tables, especially in education and so on. So they have to put their effort to end child marriage.
I had never imagined that such a day would come in my life. I had dreams, but I did not dream of becoming an ambassador one day. But I'm so happy that today I happen to be the UK ambassador, and I managed to address some of the cases that young ladies are facing in our country to the embassy, to the UK embassy, to see ways forward that they will help what in solving it. And I'm so happy. I didn't know that the UK embassy was funding the guest man that all the girls receive in our country. So I'm giving a thanks to the UK embassy for always being there for the girl child, for funding the girl child education, and I know that in some years to come, they will also improve more and more sectors that affect the girls in South Sudan.
I would like to thank the UK ambassador to give us this greater day, to teach us the challenges that faces girls in South Sudan, in a different area of South Sudan. That is very greater thing, and you can make a more fun of education of girls. To improve their education, should not be drop out in the school.
To add on it, also the government should increase the security policies, because you'll find a girl to want to go to school but will be raped on the way due to the school is far and so on. So this one will lead to school dropout also. They have to look also in security.
Maybe if I can just jump in. So we've spent quite a bit of time today talking about the importance of girls' education and the Girls' Education South Sudan program that the UK and others fund. I think we've had some really good questions and comments from the girls in terms of the priorities, why the focus on girls, what can the cash transfers do, how can we go beyond that to support and tackle other things that prevent girls sometimes from going to and staying in school. For example, their menstrual cycle, which can be something that causes girls to not be able to participate in school. We also had a good conversation this morning with a number of missions where education and some of these barriers came up. Emanuela mentioned child marriage. That's something that can be a challenge here, and I know the girls all feel strongly about because we've talked about it during the day. So I think one of the things I definitely heard from the girls in our conversation is their call for it to be possible for all girls to be able to go to school in South Sudan, complete their education, for them to be able to do that safely and securely. And then for them to be able to realize their potential. And I believe between us here, we have an aspiring doctor, aspiring lab technician, and an aspiring accountant. And I certainly believe that they should all be able to achieve their goals.
As I mentioned before, that I never knew that one day I will be in this position. So me being in this position today, I met a lot of women. So our cultural norms usually say that girls, they don't have anything to do in future. So they just have to get married and they should not be taken to school. So today I met a lot of women and they are working. And the deputy ambassador of UK, she's a woman. So this inspired me a lot to work hard so that I will achieve what I want to be in future. And this is really awesome. Actually, my dream is to be a doctor, but I'm doing lab technician now. So I'm really proud to be a lab technician. Then in future, I will upgrade it.
For me, I aspire to be an accountant, and you know, they always say that meeting a lot of people is good. I just had few mentors in accounting and who gave me some advice. But then today when we had the speed mentor with the ladies in the embassy, I got to know a lot of advice. They gave me a lot of inspirations. They gave me things that will make me pursue my career. Like they told me that you should always persevere what comes in your way. There are challenges that would come in your way that will try to stop you. There are things that you never planned for, but they'll come into your way to distract you from achieving your goals. They gave me all those advice, and I'm sure when I follow them, I'll be able to achieve the goals that I'm trying to achieve in the future.
All of us the experiment that my dream is filled. In my future, I want to be a doctor, but the currently one that I doing now is pharmacy. In my future, I want to be like that.
Yes, so this is, I think, the third year now that we have been taken over to mark International Day of the Girl. It's something that within the embassy we really enjoy and we get a lot of inspiration and energy from. We are, as I said earlier, we spend a lot of time thinking about the needs and the rights of women and girls, but there's nothing like actually talking to South Sudanese women and girls to really kind of understand whether the things that we're focusing on are indeed the right things. I think one of the big things we've talked a lot about today is education, so that leaves me feeling kind of very reassured that the support we provide to education is targeted in the right way and is doing the right things. And I find it really useful personally when I'm then having meetings with government officials to be able to talk not just in the theoretical or what I've read about what girls in South Sudan want, but to be able to refer back to an actual conversation that I had on a day like today, or when I've met people out on our visits into other parts of South Sudan, to be able to kind of talk about the real life dreams and aspirations, but also some of the fears and challenges that girls have, makes the things that we're talking about feel more real, and that makes our work both more meaningful personally, but hopefully more meaningful professionally as well.
Being in this chair today, it's not about taking photos and being in the chair and so on. So going home, I already know that the message that we want as girls, the challenges that we are facing as girls has reached the right people, and I'm quite sure they will work on it.
As being the ambassador of today, this has been the greatest time of my life because at least I get to meet a lot of people. There are some people in my life that I never dreamt to meet, but I'm able to meet them, the deputy ambassador from the UK embassy and so forth, and other people in the embassy too. I'm so happy to meet them. So the message that I really got here is that the sky is the limit. You always, as a lady, you will always have to, you meet certain challenges, you'll be discriminated, but then if you have that courage that yes, I have to make it, I have to go up to where I want to be, you still make it because there's nothing that can stop you.
This is greater thing in this day. As an ambassador today, the message that I'm passing to girls in the home is should be improve education in school without dropping out in the school.
So I wouldn't say that there are challenges that we face. I think it's a priority for us, and certainly there are challenges that women and girls face in South Sudan. It will continue to be a conversation that we pursue with our partners across the international community and also with government. There is definitely more we feel that the government could also do to support women and girls. We talk about the need for government to invest more of its own resources in the services that we also support and will continue to support. And I think there are policies and regulations and things that could be improved to help make life safer, easier, and give more opportunities to women and to girls. They will continue to be conversations that we have, like I say, with a range of stakeholders, civil society, our partners in the international community, and with the government.
The message that I want to give to the government, as I said before, the Minister of Gender, they have to look for, as it is in the plan of National South Sudan plan, that they want to end up child marriage. So they have to look for that. They have to take it serious so that our girls can go back to school and be the people that they want, to get their careers, to achieve their careers. Some are doctors, some are ambassadors, some are what, but we are destroying the life of those girls. By getting married, they will not get anything like, they will not achieve their dreams at early ages. And some girls are not even mothers, they are still kids. And they are girls, they are not mothers and so on. To the Ministry of Educations, let's improve in educations, let's invest more in educations than other things that we're investing in it, and Also, I'll give a message to my fellow ladies. Let's have a plan. Let's have a positive environment, because if you once have a decisions making, the positive decisions making, because what you think is what will become in reality. So let us think big and let us associate ourselves with positive environments.
The message that I'd like to send to the South Sudan decision makers is that, you know, the girls face issues of unfair and biased scholarship given to some of the girls in South Sudan. You find the financially stable girls are being given scholarships, and then the vulnerable girls are left out, the orphans, the blind, and so forth, they're left out. Why not give the scholarship to the vulnerable people instead of giving it to the financially stable people? And also, I like the government to also, the economic crisis that we have in our country is really affecting the lives of the girls a lot, because things are expensive in the market, in the country things are complicated, and you'll find that the girls, they will say that since there's no money, I'll have to go and get married. So the economic crisis has also caused to the early marriage of the girl child in our country. So let the decision makers of our country find a way to end this economic crisis so that all things can be better for the girls.